The illusion of maritime transparency AIS data integrity is collapsing under the weight of state-sponsored electronic warfare, creating a strategic blind spot in global shipping. The foundational premise of global maritime security that automatic identification system AIS data provides a reliable, real-time picture of vessel movements is being systematically dismantled.
Platforms like marine traffic, which aggregate this data for commercial and intelligence purposes, are increasingly displaying artifacts of deception, from ghost ships to impossible navigational data. This degradation is not incidental, but a deliberate tactic within broader hybrid conflicts, particularly evident in regions like the Strait of Hormuz, where the coordinates referenced Centix 53.812/Century 24.694 point to a high-risk choke point.
The resulting environment is one where commercial logistics, insurance risk models, and naval threat assessments are all operating on corrupted intelligence, elevating the risk of miscalculation and maritime incidents.
The weaponization of navigational data spoofing and jamming transform a safety protocol into a potent instrument of gray zone coercion and strategic denial. AIS was conceived as a collision avoidance tool, mandating vessels broadcast identity, position, course, and speed.
In the contemporary geopolitical arena, this system has been subverted. Spoofing involves the transmission of false AIS signals, creating phantom fleets or masking a vessel's true location, while jamming simply drowns out legitimate signals, creating data voids.
These techniques allow state actors like Iran to sow confusion, conceal illicit activities such as oil smuggling, and test defensive responses without triggering traditional acts of war. The technical barrier to executing these operations is low, but the strategic payoff in terms of plausible deniability and error denial is significant, effectively turning the electromagnetic spectrum into a new maritime battleground.
Anatomy of a data blackout. The convergence of spoofing clusters and jamming zones reveals patterns of intentional disruption aimed at specific strategic objectives. Analyzing anomalies within AIS feeds, such as the 303K200 M500 FT altitude reading, an impossibility for surface vessels, or the concentration of null coordinate data 0.0, provides a digital signature of active interference.
These are not random glitches, but indicators of a layered electronic attack. Spoofing often precedes physical naval maneuvers, providing cover, while jamming is frequently deployed around sensitive military or infrastructure sites.
The referenced coordinates near the Strait of Hormuz are a prime example. This area sees a high correlation between AIS disruptions and heightened political tensions or interdiction operations by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy Erkan. The data therefore does lie, but its lies form a coherent narrative of deliberate obfuscation.
Navigating the fog of peace. The erosion of AIS reliability necessitates a fundamental shift from data dependency to multi-source intelligence fusion for maritime domain awareness. The strategic verdict is that reliance on open-source AIS as a single point of truth is now a critical vulnerability.
The projected consequence is an increase in maritime ghost incidents, close encounters, shadowing, and illicit transfers that occur in digital darkness. To mitigate this, commercial and military actors must pivot to multi-intelligence fusion, correlating AIS with satellite imagery SAR, commercial radar feeds, and signals intelligence agent to triangulate truth.
Furthermore, the development of blockchain-verified AIS or quantum-resistant encryption for navigational signals represents a long-term technological counter. The immediate next step is to treat AIS anomalies not as noise but as signals themselves. The primary intelligence takeaway from a corrupted data stream is the location and intent of the corrupter.